Hello. Sorry, I'm just working away here, checking my emails. Good afternoon, guys. Hey, I want to talk about something. If it's your first time joining, just check it out. This is Chris, Sales Talk with Chris. You can find me everywhere on the medias with Sales Talk with Chris, including YouTube. All right, cool. So I talk about sales, obviously, and today I wanted to talk about follow-up. I saw something yesterday on LinkedIn. Someone very reputable was talking about how much money it is costing. So if you're in sales, you want to pay attention to this, especially if you're a manager. If you are not in sales, but you know someone that's in sales, please have them join. Please give me a follow. Listen, follow up of a prospect that has left. First, they shouldn't leave, but that's gonna happen. They're gonna leave. Okay, so how do I follow up with a prospect guest once they left the store? I follow up right away. Right away, they walk through the door. I'm already sending them an email, thanking them for visiting me and asking them to call me or text me or email me if they have any question by the time they get home, because by the time they get home, they will have questions. Then I wait a little bit, I send them a text. Why do I send them a text? Maybe they're on their way to the dealer next door, my competitor, and I want to remind myself to them at the moment they are pulling into that parking lot to my competitor. I want to say, hey, it's Chris. I know you talked about blah, 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 looking at the BMW, the Honda, whatever. Hey, let me remind me a few key points that you liked on my vehicle. Bang, 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 bang. Okay? And then I'll call them. Okay? In my email, I can tell them I'm going to text them. In my text, I can tell them I'm going to call them. Okay? This works really, really well when you get like a lead, an internet lead. Okay, I have trained BDCs and internet department to do that. You send an email to acknowledge what, the lead that you receive and what they want, what is it they're looking for. Then you say, hey, I'd like to text you. Is this number okay? Can I text you within the next 30 minutes? Or would you rather wait lunchtime, dinner time, whatever? Okay, tell them you're going to text them. Then when you text them, say, hey, let's talk about this further on the phone. And then tell them you're going to call them. Can I call you in half an hour, 10 minutes, depending what is your schedule, right? 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour. Give them a couple of choices in the afternoon or whatever. Cold calling doesn't work for shit, okay? It doesn't. It's a waste of time. I'm taking a stand and I'll die on that hill. Cold calling is bullshit. It doesn't work. You're just lucky when someone picks up the phone and you're able to make an appointment or actually talk to someone. Okay? When you have someone that came to your store, talked to you, test drive a vehicle, work number, and left, even if it's a few hours later or a few days later, you are still kind of doing a cold calling. Okay? So we need to make them anticipate the call. If I'm expecting a call, when I see my phone ringing, I'm like, hey, I'm expecting that call about that time of the day. I'm going to pick up. Simple as can be. Simple as can be. Okay? So again, this is Chris, Sales Talk with Chris here. I see a lot of people joining. Thank you very much, guys. If you're in sales, you probably want to check this out. Hi, Toyota guy. I'm an Audi guy, but I like Toyota too, so that's cool. Listen, if you're in sales, you got to listen to this. If you're not in sales, but you have friends that are in sales, including managers, just please ask them join. Please give me a follow. Give me a subscribe on YouTube. Everything is Sales Talk with Chris. Hey, so prospect guest left. Now I have to follow up. I need to follow up. The minute they left, that's what I was doing. I would send them an email thanking them for their time, reiterating a few points on the vehicle that they like so that they remember that, hey, they did like that vehicle, okay, or love that vehicle. And then I wait a little bit and I send them a text, especially if they told me that they were going to see maybe a competitor, because I'm going to wait that they get to that competitor and I'm going to send them a text and say, hey, it's Chris. just reminding you of a few things that you really like on the vehicle that we test drove together, blah, blah, blah. And if you don't mind, I'll give you a call in about an hour to see what happened with the competitor and if you're coming back. How about that for a text? Okay? What I don't like to see and hear is like, please give me a call back. Please email me back. Please get back to me. The crap, dude. We're not here begging. We're professional. You don't hear the doctor calling you, say, please come back. They say, hey, your appointment is Thursday at 10 a.m. Don't forget about it. Okay? So if you want to be taken professionally, act professionally. We're not here to beg for customers and beg for sales. Okay? So that being said, I send them an email just in case they went straight home. And then maybe I put another picture of the vehicle and the points they like, just to like reinforce the value in me, in the brand, in the vehicle, in the store. We do things right. We do things right all the time. And then a text and then a call. Okay? And that's day one. That's like they just left. Okay? From now until I sell them something or they tell me to go pound sand, which I have had happen before. This is how I was doing. I will follow up with those people until they literally tell me, Chris, go pound sand. And I'm like, okay, well now I know where we stand. I'll cross you off. Okay? So I'm going to text, I'm going to email, I'm going to call. I'm not going to say please. Okay? I'm going to state fact. And if I need to follow up with them, I need a reason. Okay, I can just call or email or text, say, please give me a call back regarding the 2021 Acura TLX or whatever. It doesn't work. They hear that all the time. It's not gonna work. You sound like a robot like every other guys out there. Okay? So what you need to do is find a reason. Heck, I even got a job like that. How did I get my job at RD Corporate as a trainer? Well, first, I got lucky because I got referred by the trainer that was retiring. But I will stay in touch with the manager, the hiring manager, and the manager, and I will find any valid excuse to do so. Hey, the B8 A4 is coming out in June. I know the training is going to be taking place soon. I would love to be part of it as a trainer, not as a trainee. A few days later, ring, ring. Hey, I'm the manager at the other academy. Let's talk. And I've been bugging that guys for months. Okay? So you can just give them a call the next day, 2 days after, let the auto reply do their job, and then think, oh, well, I did my job. No. It's not enough in this day and age, guys. You need to be perseverant, you need to be direct, you need to be professional, but more importantly, you need to have a reason to call them, okay? Besides just saying, please call me back, or please come in and please come by my beautiful 2021 pre-owned Acura TLX or whatever it is, okay? It doesn't work. So there's a new special, there's a price discount, there's a new vehicle that came in that is close to what they wanted. Maybe we can work something on this one. Whatever is the excuse, find a reason and tell them, when do you want to come see this one? When do you want to come rewrite the numbers? When? Not please call me back, please come back. When are you coming back? When can I count on you to be here at the store this afternoon? Do you want 2:45? Do you want 3:25? Let's make this deal happen. Okay? If you don't have energy and enthusiasm and confidence when you call them, you text them, you email them, that's what happened. Nothing. Okay? There are different numbers out there. There are numbers about like 83% of people that walk through a door will buy something within 15 days. Some say 50% will buy within 6 months or whatever. You can go to AutoWilds, you can go to other magazine and subscription, and they'll pretty much give you different percentages, but it doesn't matter. People that come to a dealership, they come to buy. The majority of them, okay? If they don't, we did something wrong, we don't have the vehicle, the numbers were outrageous, but they came to buy, okay? So when we follow with them, we need to keep that idea of they came to buy, I need to sell them, okay? So that being said, it is the cold calling thing, even replying to a lead that comes in, and I see people jumping on the phone and calling. You're taking the risk to just bother those people. So I want to send an email. At the end of the email, this is $1,000 advice that I'm giving you for free. I train BDCs and internet department with this. I know it works. I'm giving it to you for free. Just please follow and subscribe on YouTube. That's all I'm asking in return, okay? You're gonna send an email. You're gonna remind them of all the points they liked on the vehicle, all their hot buttons and that kind of stuff. Maybe you put another picture of the vehicle, a new video of the vehicle, and you say, hey, if you don't mind, I'll text you within 20 minutes, an hour, or at 2:30, depending your schedule that day and what you have going on. But if you tell them you're gonna text them at 2 p.m., you better text them at 2 p.m. And then you're gonna text them, you're gonna again remind them, hey, you know, during the test drive, blah, 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 you really like this, whatever. I know you are going to see the competition, or you were to go see the same vehicle at another dealer. Hey, can we get on the phone in half an hour? You do the same. Cold calling doesn't work. Cold calling is just, it's freaking like, we're not in the 70s. If I anticipate a phone call, I'm gonna pick up the call. That's that simple. So your job, when you follow up, this is the $1,000 advice that I'm giving you right now. When you follow up with someone, you can just call them. You have to make them anticipate the phone call, because then they will systematically pick up the phone. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Okay, so this is it. This is what I wanted to talk about today. I'm going to post a couple of videos, of course, on TikTok, Insta, X, and all those places. A short one, a long one. Thank you all for joining. Remember, please, in your comment, tell me what you think about this technique on follow-up. But please, no matter how you do it, I don't care. If you're in sales, you have to follow up literally until they die. Or I had that happen, no kidding. Or they tell you to go pound sand, okay? Happy selling, good luck all. I'll talk to you soon.